Hello guys, it's Paul here. Welcome to the first Devlog episode on this channel. I hope that in those episodes I will be able to give you some insight what is going on with the project, what is going on with the YouTube channel, what is going on with my life. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed. This week I have released the first long form video on this channel, and at the beginning I would like to thank you very much for all the feedback that you gave me, which was really nice. So the video has now 130 views, which is not much, but it's okay for me. There are two comments, and in those comments basically you were pointing out that in the current state, the problem that I was solving was really trivial, so I decided to implement something more difficult. And this is the first improvement of the simulation that I tried to do, which is the auto-ride. So basically auto-ride is a couple of cars that are going around the town and moving on their own. This is not AI, this is just static algorithm that is moving the car around the roads in the city. So this feature was not really easy to implement because at the beginning, I thought that I will just hard-code the paths in the code for the roads and then those cars will move along, but it was not that simple, unfortunately. Because if I wanted to make it more dynamic, if, for example, in the future I will change the roads, I would like this code to be flexible, to just match new roads and be able to handle more complex situations. So I changed the hard-coded paths to dynamic junctions to just make it more extensible in the future. So basically right now I'm just pointing the junctions on the roads and everything else is done automatically. I also had a problem with crashing cars, because when cars are just moving and they do not see each other, they were just bumping into each other. So I added some sensors on the front of the cars so they slow down and stop if they see something in front of them. I also had a problem with deadlocks on the junctions, because if the car is turning right and there is another car waiting on the opposite side of the road, they could end up in this strange deadlock when they both do not move at all and the junction is just blocked. I fixed it by adding the reservation mechanism, which is working like this. So when the car is getting closer to the junction, then the junction is getting reserved and cars that do not have the reservation can't enter the junction. So there's only one car that can be on the junction right now, and this way cars are not really deadlocking anymore, because other cars are just waiting for the first car to leave the junction before they move in. I also had a little problem with cars that were flipping over, especially when I was training the AI cars next to those auto-ride cars, and I just solved it by respawning those cars dynamically when the car is flipped. So moving a bit to this improved parking mechanism, I implemented this auto-ride and then I just wanted to try the old model, the old neural network, if it will be able to solve those auto-ride cars, if the old network would be able to just train to the point that it can move on the roads and can just dodge the auto-ride cars and park, but it was really a flop. Unfortunately, the old neural network was not able to do it, especially given that I moved a bit further the spawning point. Cars are also now spawning with a random rotation, and there are fences around the starting point, so the problem is now much harder than it was before, and the basic neural network was not able to solve it even after thousands of generations. I had to extend network a little. I added some more sensors, basic memory, and hoped that it will make it possible to solve this simulation. So currently I'm testing this, and hopefully in the future, in one of the upcoming episodes, I will be able to show you how it works. I also plan to make an episode about parallel parking, as this is a little easier problem and I wanted to do it from the very beginning. So I think that the next episode will be actually about parallel parking, and then maybe in the future after this one there will be this harder problem with just perpendicular parking. For now, that's it. I hope that you have a wonderful week, and hopefully see you in the next episodes. Bye bye.